like LeBron. They ain't gotta ask us what the fuck he on. Spirit be infinity, beyond, and I'm putting back. Beyond. Some say this my song. Some say a lot on gunplay. We don't play a lot any given day. I be on the yacht, so family. We be going out, she Beyonce. She be on the yacht, I'ma demonstrate. I'ma write the plot, I'm a renegade. I don't give a lot, I'm a renegade. I don't give a yeah. Can't take it literal poetry like this, but a box of chocolates. Mommy wants you to go to get your doctorate. Daddy wasn't home cause he was incarcerate. By the same sister that dealt him, hate him and never felt him. That's why he got no plan now. That's why he ain't got no plan now. Some say a lot on gunplay.
Y'all lazy ass up and listen to some shit.
I be on the yacht, so family.
So family.
We be going out, she Beyonce.
What's good?
She be on the yacht, I'ma demonstrate.
I'ma write the plot, I'm a renegade.
I don't give a lot, I'm a renegade. They won't be bragging on the third dimension. They ain't entitled, but we gon' just.
So family, what's going on? We tapping in, you know what I'm saying, on this Mercury day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta communicate. So, you know, we gotta know what's going on and things of that nature. We gotta push out our chakras, our frequencies, let motherfuckers know that, you know what I'm saying, there's intelligent people out in the world. And you know what I'm saying, people that care about, you know what I'm saying, relationships and communicating and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the moon is in Aquarius. Because you know, we gotta show our associations and things of that nature. You know, how we associate. Shout out to Cody and this motherfucking thing, Cody Clifton and this bitch and shit. So we're gonna do a soul family talk and shit like that, and then how you may know you my soul family and stuff like that. And so we can all get on a more accord, you know, mentally and stuff. And the more we're aware of what we're doing, you know, the more that we can, get things understood, especially when it comes to talking about, manifesting and then creating a community where, things are happening for real. On a motherfucking internal level and external level and things. I ain't even got no goddamn raps in this bitch. But yeah, so, this is going to be a little cool little talk and things, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got the Stitch shirt on and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We the aliens, we the family and shit like that. So y'all don't think y'all the aliens? That's weird. Y'all don't think y'all the aliens? Or y'all think like aliens like come here. So y'all don't think y'all aliens. So y'all think, a human just come from thin air and you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't think y'all are aliens? That's what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but getting into these energies. So we got the moon in Aquarius and the sun in Cancer. Okay, so this is currently we're going to be thinking and communicating in private or with family. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of needs because that's where the moon is at in Aquarius, to communicate, think, intellectualize, make sense out of something. And then that is going to look like Cancer energies. So that can look like home, family, domestic issues. You know what I'm saying? You can be thinking about these things, your comfortability or your private natures in general. So that's what we got going on in the sky right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is an in conjunction angle because it's a 150-degree angle. So, Aquarius is at the middle down here as the motherfucking fixed wintertime sign, and then you got the cardinal water sign, which is Cancer, which is creating a 150-degree angle. And this angle and alignment is like the misunderstanding and the misalignment. So angle. So there could be, you know what I'm saying, there could be a lot of like I said, trying to intellectualize or communicate and things of that nature. But for the most part, the way you may go about it and things, or when you may try to go about it based upon where the sun is at today, you know what I'm saying, it may look like it don't really make sense. Like it may make sense to you, but like when you feel like expressing that energy or communicating that energy, you know what I'm saying, it plays out like illogical and things of that nature. So, it's a lot of that water energy that's playing out with because the sun is in Cancer. So, it ain't about stability right now. Um, it ain't about intellect right now. It ain't about expression right now. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, if you are expressing something, it needs to be predicated into the natures of Cancer. So Cancer is the cardinal water sign. So turn that down a little bit. So Cancer is the cardinal water sign. So this is the ability to create new emotions and feelings and things of that nature. So therefore, that's the energy that is going to be paid most attention to right now. You know what I'm saying? The ability to kind of we're all discussing family matters right now, or private matters, or what I'm saying, or trying to get founded on how we feel about something and things. But the feelings may be very new, so we don't know. So we got a whole new experience, a whole new emotion and things. Especially when we about to go to this new moon and shit like that. It's really gonna be a whole new type of world, type of situation in a couple, what I'm saying, in like a week or so. I don't know when the new moon in Cancer is. But what I'm saying, we already starting to see that there is a new, new feeling or new vibe, what I'm saying, that we're kind of attending to at the moment and shit like that, what I'm saying? But it may be through the same people and the circumstances and the situation, but the energy moves and is different. So, that's the thing. So now we trying to figure out, are we associated with the right things as far as with this energy, because that's the modality of the moon. So the moon's going to be in Aquarius. So we're going to be reacting and responding to if we're associating if this family or this, this private matter or this situation, how structured we are with it. You know what I'm saying? Is it making us, money? And that's where we may get miss the point in things and not understand astrology, and then the misangle there, and you might lead into things like overthinking. Let me go tell my daughter to stop yelling. So yeah, so that may be the situation, what I'm saying, that we may encounter with these energies at the moment, what I'm saying, misunderstanding how to think, and we may be reacting to what we associate with and who we associated with. Shout out to Sulato. What we associated with and who we associated with, and is these things, these people, these family members, what I'm saying, these domestic situations, these people that we around, these people that we familiar with, what I'm saying, is they helping us get us our 1-2 together and shit like that. What I'm saying? So that's the energies in the sky today, that we trying to figure out. But, based upon it playing out in a certain alignment. What's up, buddy? Wait. All right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get this in and shit like that, because the kids is here and stuff like that, and be trying to get them straight. But I won't be able to do this if I'm not able to come on here and just kind of break in when I can and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they get into it and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's the energies in general. You know what I'm saying? Be trying to communicate, but there's family matters that's, what I'm saying, that's making this play out as, what I'm saying, a little bit unstable and things of that nature, where I can't be clear as communicated. So that's the energies in a nutshell that we're going to be all going through in some way, shape, or form. Now, it may play out you differently, and the area of life may play out differently based upon you, your chart, and things. that you got going on in the houses that you got these signs in and stuff like that. So therefore, depending on what house you got this sign in, that's going to tell you where your family situations may play out and things of that nature, and where you may need to rectify and see how you dealing with that energy. Now, depending on where the moon is at in Aquarius, that could be in your chart and tell you how you need to kind of gather and gain structure on that energy within your house and shit like that. So this is kind of something I teach, what I'm saying, I'm developing a system with as an app and things of that nature to kind of get motherfuckers on the court, what I'm saying, on daily transits and things and what may be happening in the sky and playing out for you. Therefore, when you react to it and stuff like that, what I'm saying, you won't be lost in the situation at hand. And then when you're not lost in the situation at hand, it gives you the ability to be a little bit more open to kind of develop different awarenesses on what to deal or how to deal with the situation. For instance, what I'm saying? So if you're a kid and if you're a person in a hood parenting and stuff like that, what I'm saying? You may not know based upon you being a fire sign, or you say you're Aries and stuff like that, what I'm saying? That the sun is in Cancer, and based upon how you go about these energies and things of that nature, what I'm saying? You like to be already separate and on your passion and things of that nature. So you might not know how to be affluent and be a little bit more connected to situations where in your home and family and things of that nature, where you can kind of position, as an Aries, you may already have your situation set up where your people not going to interrupt you. But what I'm saying, if you don't have that in place, what I'm saying, you may act these energies out and it may lead you to extreme frustration just based on you being natural energies, just based on you having Aries as a natural energy, and then not knowing that the sun is in Cancer, so you need to add a little bit more familiarity to the situation, a little bit more emotional connection and things of that nature. You need to see that the sun is in Cancer, so therefore, what I'm saying, there might be situations within your family and situations within your circumstance that you may need to add a little bit more water and things and add a little bit more connection. And that means, what I'm saying, is that means don't separate and get so frustrated and, what I'm saying, and passionate and shit like that. What I'm saying? Learn how to adjust and things and ride that current and things. And that's how you get into the right aspect. And then based upon how you're doing that within that light ray and stuff like that, that's how you're capturing that energy and motherfucking manifesting at will, because you're creating that intention. You have created a thought, a feeling that came together, and you jumped in there as a spirit and acted those characteristics out as your light and shit like that. Now that light representing you. Do that long enough, you'll become a whole different type of situation, circumstance, and person. What I'm saying? Based upon, what I'm saying, you got in some spiritual awareness. And that's what the fuck we talking about, what I'm saying? So shout out to my soul family and things. And I want to let y'all know how y'all my soul family. And I just made a post about this too. So like, so right now, let me make sure we so that everybody that see my posts and shit like that on my Instagram, Twitter, and things of that nature. So if you can create awarenesses, especially when I'm doing these energies, right? This is how you know you my soul fan. So if you can create awarenesses of that you're not going through this alone, that's the first sign. Because for the most part, what I'm saying, there may not be a lot of people within this vein of existence, but for the most part, what I'm saying, you still are aware that this exists on some type of level and things of that nature. So, what I'm saying, we communicating, we use logic, what I'm saying, and then so therefore, depending on me saying, okay, the sun is in motherfucking Cancer and the moon is in, Aquarius, and now that we are, today's energies is that we're what did I say? Thinking and communicating in private or with family and shit like that. Once I communicate that, and then like if I make my post and then you like start to create awareness that, okay, I'm not going through this mental energy alone or this mental frustration alone or something like that. Once you do that and things of that nature, what I'm saying, that's the first step. But the second step is that um, I'm sorry, I'm reading this shit. If those awarenesses that you create help you with going through your day and get more comfortable with that sacred side of your existence, then you're my soul family, basically. So basically, if y'all see me post and shit like that, and then that helps you familiar, that helps you feel more familiar with the world and what's going on. And then not only that, you can create awarenesses into somehow that shit help you out with your day and things. That's what soul family is and stuff like that. Because for the most part, it don't matter what's going on within the one, two, and third dimension. You know what I'm saying? It's about what we connecting on mentally, and that's the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? As stars, within the spiritual realm of things. So so this would be like, uh, you us all being aware of energies and things, or similar things, similar mind states, similar awarenesses that make us feel comfortable and things. So this would be like um, me creating a thought and shit like that. And then once y'all got that thought, if y'all got that thought, y'all can feel comfortable with that thought and stuff like that. That is the energy of home. You know what I'm saying? So that is the energy of family. Now you feel familiar. Now you don't feel left out. Now you feel with, you know what I'm saying? So that is what soul family is esoterically. Now, just because we not playing it out, just because it's the body and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? um and the material and things, and like the people and the circumstances, those manifest as just like desires that we were into. But since the existence starts with the mind and things, because the mind is influencing the body, so therefore if you ain't got no influence and you ain't got no direction in your life, and you ain't got your own mind and shit like that, so you need to kind of switch up something, you know what I'm saying, or change something. But yeah, so if those energies that I tell you and shit like that, that make you feel more comfortable and shit like that, that means we soul family, and we connecting on different levels. Give me 1 second. So yeah, shout out to Cody. He said God bodies experience self plus family, self love, preservation, all is one and all is one is all. God bodies experience self family. Yeah, yeah. Experience self plus family. Hell yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So these all of our God bodies and things. You know what I'm saying? Now the body specifically pretty much is the devil, because you know what I'm saying, it keeps us, encapsulated. But for the most part, we're creators. So we create bodies to go into. And these may be like, what I'm saying, your certain thoughts and your feelings, or your light or your intelligence that you want to represent you as a spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can use those, as materials, you know what I'm saying? Um, all that shit in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, you know what I'm saying, that you don't be seeing here and things, now that's the thing, we, you know what I'm saying, we utilize in things. You know what I'm saying? These play out as our elements: fire, water, air, and earth, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can use water when you want to connect. You know what I'm saying? You can use air when you know what I'm saying, you want to be represented as an ID, or you want to be seen cool. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to be seen intriguing. You can use fire, you know what I'm saying, when you want to express, or you want to, you want to melt something. Okay, that may be a situation that may be too stable and things. You got to turn on some music. You know what I'm saying? Things because it's too dry, or you know what I'm saying, or you got to add some type of connection. That's the vibes. That's music too. You know what I'm saying? So it can play out in all different types of ways, and then you could use earth and shit like that to get shit stable and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Bring bring shit down to reality. So this is how we utilize the mind and things. You know what I'm saying? We really flow through our minds and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You using we really create minds. Let me say that. mentalities and what mentality, ideas, and things of that nature. So we only do that by using the external, you know what I'm saying, which is representations to represent ourselves as of what we already did and things. So you know what I'm saying? It's like if you want to be a man, you have an idea of what a man is and things. So you gotta be so you gonna may hop into that energy and stuff like that. But that's only gonna be based upon how what your identity as a man or the definition or you know what I'm saying, or like you could say the definition of what a man is and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now I can tell you specifically the word man goes beyond the body. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different subject. You know what I'm saying? It's about the energy of that, you know. So and that's just the masculine, the mentality. You know what I'm saying? The ability to externalize internal natures. And then for as the feminine, you know what I'm saying, we take what's external and we internalize it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we start to vibrate. So, you know, this is real mental science and shit like that. And they don't really teach y'all that. You know what I'm saying? We got this shit open like a motherfucking candy stove, you know, in the hood. Good, good esoteric juice man. I'm the good esoteric juice man. So I'm set up shop and things, and I'm just talking to my soul family now. So we getting y'all aware. So basically, um if y'all see like one of my posts and stuff like that, and then based upon what I post or whatever, you know what I'm saying, especially with the energies and shit like that, if you're on Instagram and Twitter and shit like that, I kind of post them on here every now and then, usually doing the videos, but you know, if you resonate and things and that shit can help you out with your day, then that lets you know beyond the one, two, and third dimension on the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension where we create awareness is at. You know what I'm saying? That's the more lighter frequency. And that, you know, that experience is helping us all feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, together within that space that because we always spirits in space. So, you know, therefore we're looking at whatever I'm communicating as what's happening today. And that is, you know, the world we're making up. You know what I'm saying? But those that's going to create thoughts and feelings and ideas within that space. And then especially if you know you are the spirit that can kind of create ideas and mentalities and bring those down here, you know what I'm saying, and make represent those as in this dimension and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, to represent your individuality, then you my soul family. So, you know what I'm saying? But you know, so it's all a matter of you know, understanding alchemy, you know, and what we only can use as the body to do these things and shit like that. This is good as the magic gonna get. This is the magic. You know what I'm saying? This don't really get no deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Other than that, you know, everything else gonna be, you know, magical thinking. So, you know, now as far as us playing those characteristics out within this dimension, it's only gonna lead us to, you know, doing the same thing or finding each other in real life and putting that energy work in real life. So, you know, just the time. So yeah, let's get into these Mercury day alignments because we do got Mercury in Cancer. So this is a Mercury in Cancer live too. Now Mercury in Cancer is going to bring us clairvoyant or cloudy emotions and feelings. So you know Mercury is the planet of communication, information, idealization, rationalization, logic. You know, uh, yeah. So you know it more so deals within the signs of air and earth because it's the ruler. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo, and for this time being, is going to be in Cancer. So a lot of our communication is going to be like a lot of the way we think is going to be intelligence based upon emotions, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So what's familiar? Uh, what private natures to go about? Like how should we go about these private natures and things? How should we think and what I'm saying, move a certain way? How can we communicate to influence? So it's all about that. So if we don't feel connected, you might not feel like communicating at the moment because Mercury gonna be in Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Cancer is a connected sign. So that's the thing. So you know what I'm saying? Now the thing is we gotta communicate with something. So, even if it's yourself, your mind and things, that's where it may start. Because it's private and things, you may not have family then this is what I'm talking about. This is the soul family shit I'm talking about. So this is you may not have family to communicate or people, places, and things around you to communicate with you about topics like, astrologies, energies, ritual spells, magic, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Regular shit. So, but the thing is, your surroundings may prohibit that, right? So therefore, based upon your surroundings may prohibiting that, you know what I'm saying? This will put you in a situation where you have to develop other things. It's going to lead you to a question, well, is it me, you know what I'm saying? Or is it what they into and things? And once you go through that fight with that, the universe and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If you're strong enough, you'll start persevering and things, and then you'll meet like-minded individuals that is already carrying an energy and frequency that you're in to confirm that you're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not, you know what I'm saying? Now that's going to be a more familiar energy. So spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Now physically, these people may be, distant, you know what I'm saying? But spiritually, it's more of a familiar energy where, you know what I'm saying? Uh, at least the people's mentalities and the things and the way they structure themselves is more uh, in remembrance to something that you feel familiar with, even if you ain't seeing that on the day. So those people will be like your soul family and shit like that because you know what I'm saying. Y'all kind of got the same mission. Y'all may have just got lost. You know what I'm saying, based upon coming down here and things of that nature and creating bodies and shit like that and developing experiences with other experiences and things that may suit it a desire and things, and that's how it manifests into flesh. But if you got that mind and still like that lets you know mentally, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we're all um we're all this is a density. So the higher density that you may experience as a spirit and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, which represents your mental states and things, those are more representative of you and shit like that. There's times you may feel beautiful inside and things where you may not look like that on the outside and things. So that lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, which came first. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the mental states, the mentality and the emotional states are closer to, you know what I'm saying, the mind that the spirit creates to represent itself and shit like that. And that's how you would be able to understand, you know what I'm saying, who resonate with you more so on the soul level, on the soul family. So, Mercury and Cancer is going to bring a lot of that energy here and things because, we're starting to communicate and intellectualize clearly on, what we're connected to right now, based upon the sun being in Cancer and Mercury being in Cancer right now and things. So we're reacting to more so receptionary receivers that we can receive information that's dealing more so with emotions. It's not dealing with physical. It's not in the earth sign. It's not dealing with air. It's not in the air sign. It's not dealing with fire. It's not in the fire sign. So that's the energy that we kind of interpreting at the moment. But so shout out to the soul family. So now y'all know how to identify at a basic level and things. It gets deeper and things, you know what I'm saying? But as a spiritual race, you know what I'm saying, as a race of beings and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, if you are able to have those awarenesses and things, and those awarenesses make you feel familiar and comfortable, this may let you know that may be your soul family and shit like that. Those may be that, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the shit that you may feel like you participate into the daily and things, you know what I'm saying? If those people and those thoughts and feelings are against you in some way, and then those that may be, you know, people that's not a part of your soul family and stuff like that. So that lets you know that somewhere you probably manifested based upon something you was into with that person. It wasn't just on a basis of, you know what I'm saying, it was a basis on it was all everything is based in some natural selection and things of that nature. But depending on a spirit and awareness, sometimes a spirit like to get too into desires and things, and it'll put itself manifest in a position where it is like kind of it kind of manifests into situations where, you know what I'm saying, like your neighborhood and stuff like that, where y'all may share the same things, but y'all treat each other like enemies and stuff like that. Y'all may share the same home, flesh and blood and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know how deep it goes into manifesting. But since we all here to wake, you know what I'm saying, wake up, and we all transcending out of these bodies and shit like that, it's about where we're going and shit like that. So we're here all to make, the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. And that's what we're here doing based upon, us being all, here and, utilizing these motherfucking things to make reality based upon communicating and using our chakra system, our sun through Saturn. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ain't interpreting that, let me give you an example. Your grandma and them in their generation, they had they shifts and energies when they was fresh and things of that nature. Now, based upon what they've done with that, that's on them and their situation and circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Based upon their level of awareness and what they got. But wherever wherever their it sounds like. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Hey guys, let's just stop. Right. So yeah, soul family. That's how you decipher and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So so if y'all see me doing stuff like that, it's understand. Like I'm not doing this for like no money or no dollars or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually into spirituality and actually into creating things of that nature, real concepts of manifesting, and creating signs and sigils and, you know what I'm saying, crystals, gems, and like doing it the real way without not like making it look like it ain't like a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all want to sensationalize it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really about that. You know what I'm saying? It's because spirituality always been a part of me and always will be. And I don't really see it no other type of way. You know what I'm saying? So like if you on a journey with me and shit like that, you need to understand you're a powerful ass spirit. You're a powerful ass spirit. And don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying, tell you you're not. And you can do shit beyond me and so forth. And that's how every spirit that taught me the game and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's how I tell them. So, you know what I'm saying? So y'all see me up here, you know what I'm saying, putting in that energy work, doing shit like that. I ain't complaining. Now y'all may see some shit go on within the situation and circumstance or whatever, but that don't mean it's getting handled and shit like that. And I'll keep coming up here, keep dropping game, keep getting more spiritually aware, keep getting more consciously aware, keep helping y'all see shit. So it looked like we doing, you know what I'm saying, God's work. And you ain't need no book to do this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't need no book to understand this. You ain't need no white person, you know what I'm saying, or no black person on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, just telling you anything to make your ears wet and stuff like that. And now you can just go participate in real life. You know what I'm saying? Well, not even real life, but you know what I'm saying, the fictitious made up situations and circumstances for money and spiritual gain and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? So that's how we got to look at things, you know. So and shit like that. And then as time goes on and shit like that, we get more spiritually aware and on the level and things, you know what I'm saying? This one I'll be feel comfortable to bring down the motherfucking bring bringing down the lessons and shit and curriculums and start engineering, you know, the ways that y'all can learn and shit like that, how to apply these with y'all energies on the daily. But, you know, first off, you know what I'm saying, we got Cito's Clubhouse membership, you know what I'm saying, that's actually running that situation as a training system for your energies right now. You know what I'm saying? That you can understand how to understand shit daily and things, and we're gonna do the transits and shit like that. And the alignments you're gonna be better able to understand. So, you know, so this like it's like something different. Like y'all not getting this type of shit just on the internet and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not, you know. So y'all getting a lot of other shit and shit like that. And I'm finna get off this and stuff like that. So you know, shout out to the Soul family, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the kids and stuff like that because they scream and shit like that. All right, get y'all out again.